Well. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spontaneous Sunday. My name is Aaron Giles, and I'm broadcasting here in Los Angeles, California on this Sunday evening. I hope you're all doing really well. I have had a very busy week, but here we are, all alive and well. Yes, it has been a whirlwind of a week in terms of not only work, but just the weather here. We've had just rain, and then we've had the heat, and had more rain, and now it's kind of this little mid-warm place, and then we're going to have more rain this week, and it does not feel like Los Angeles at all. It's quite different for this time of year. But anyhow, I've got my Ducks hat on. I got my NASA shirt on. I am a child at heart this evening. So we are following in the theme of this weekend, which we had yesterday with Child at Heart Part 1, and Child at Heart Part 2 is right now. So thank you for being here. I hope you're all doing well. That opening one was a favorite of mine of Chuck Mangione, the flugelhorn player. The song is called Children of Sanchez, and it really incorporates all the Latin rhythms that he was known for in some ways, but he did other stuff too. So he kind of brought the flugelhorn into the limelight. I don't think I know any other flugelhorn players that's kind of like their main thing, you know. Plenty of trumpeters, but yeah, Chuck Mangione, that was the guy that and he's still around. Anyhow, yes, that was Children of Sanchez. And next up, I have a request that I got earlier this week, and that is from Jerry. If Jerry's in the audience, hello, Jerry. This next one is a Jackson 5 hit, and I don't think I've played this on the organ. Well, I haven't played it on this organ. I might have played it at some point on the pipe organ. I don't know. These days, I've done so many things, so many of the things. But anyhow, I hope you all enjoy this. This is Jackson 5. The song is called ABC, and basically is the stuff that you learn when you're a kid, or at least you should. Anyhow, so hopefully this works well on the Hammond organ. Let's see how it goes. This is ABC. A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Thank you for that, Jerry request. Great request. And yeah, we are cooking here, cooking with Hammond. Yes. Anyhow, let's change. Actually, but before I change, there was one more thing I wanted to do. I had a request yesterday from Jill, and I hope Jill is there. I think she is. Yes. All right. I'll do one more for Jill. She had a request for a birthday for her stepdad, who turns, I believe she said 80 this weekend. So a little happy birthday to Jill's stepdad. This is a different side of the Hammond. This is the jazz side. So I'm going to do something here a little bit different. I'm going to attach to the lower keyboard a ride cymbal. Now on a drum set, the ride cymbal is off to the right side, and it's sort of a bigger cymbal that you sort of use just to kind of keep time. Usually sort of the pulse is in the ride cymbal, or eighth notes, or whatever quaver it is across the pond. I quiver to think of what the quavers are. Anyhow, that's an arrow reference in bows and arrows. Anyhow, all right, so you can hear it's a plucked bass sound with a cymbal like that. So I'll do a little happy birthday for Jill's stepdad here for his 80th, and I hope you enjoy this little jazz rendition of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to Jill's stepdad there. Happy 80th birthday. Now we're going to go over to the piano, which is behind me. Hello, camera behind me. Let me grab my iPad and I will head over here. Okay. Very cool. All right. But now that we're here, for you all just sort of sitting there, I have to maneuver all these things. Okay, good. All right. We have drums. Do we have drums? We have drums. Okay. Yes. All right. So, here at the piano here. Let's see who's in the chat. Let us do a quick rundown of the chat here. I think I had water. All right. Let's scroll up to the top here and see who is in the chat this evening. Oh, Jill was first. All right. Hello, Jill. I'm glad I was able to play that for you this evening. Robert Varner. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Jez is here. You are up late, although we are closer in time. It's still not an early hour, but it is indeed late where you are. But thank you for being awake over there in Wales. Cam is here. Hello, Cam. I'm assuming Kristen's here too in Maryland. Good to see both of you. Rue is here. Hi, Rue. Good to see you. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Georges is here. Hello, Georges. Good. And Cam was noticing the saxophone. Yes, the opening track before I showed up here had some saxophone in it, and it sounded quite real. But I assure you, it was not real. It was me playing a keyboard. But samples are amazing, and for those that are in the organ world and know about organ sampling, the orchestral world has been doing this a lot longer than the organ world has, and therefore the orchestral samples that are out there are very, very good. The organ samples are very, very good, as we all know, but sampling, the world of sampling is the world I have lived in for a long time. I do a lot of film work outside of this, so. Yeah, saxophones, woodwinds in general have taken a while to have their kind of time. They have sounded pretty bad in samples for a long time, but in recent years, a lot of companies have been figuring out how to get that to sound right. Basically, you have to record a player playing all those notes that it can play, and you've got to program a computer to sort of realize what a keyboard player would play and how to connect all those notes. It's a lot of things that happen that are intricate, involved in an instrument. And yeah, there are strings that are sampled. There are percussions. Percussions were some of the first ones to be sampled, actually. Anyhow, it's a whole other world. But yeah, saxophone sounds amazing on that. It sounds so real. It sounds like a real player. And it is a real player. I'm just pushing keys, but it's not a real saxophone at the time. It was at one time a real saxophone. All right. I don't know why I waffled about that. But anyhow, Brooks is here. Hi, Brooks. Good to see you. Jerry is here. Hi, Jerry. Hello. In Ohio. You have had some traveling today to do. Let's go down the list here. Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Hello. Glad that you're here. Welcome. Have you been here before? If you haven't, then welcome. But if you have, then welcome. I'm glad you're here. We do this every Sunday at 5 p.m. I said Brooks is here. Hi, Brooks. Okay, cool. I'm trying to see if I've forgotten anybody. I think that Lena is here. Hi, Lena. Good to see you in North Carolina, along with Jill there. Kristen. Hello, Kristen. All right, I'm getting all the new ones here. Cool. This is a good crowd tonight. Let's see. Listening to some earlier streams live this week. It's an outro. Oh, okay. Cool. Yes, I've done ABC before a handful of times. I was trying to think if it's probably been mostly piano, but I've talked about that before. That song and the other one that the Jackson 5 are known for, I Got You Back. No? Yeah. That's the other one that I'll mention a second more time. It's one of my little anecdotes about those two songs that I really enjoy. But I've said it before. Let's see here. Christian. Hi, Christian. Good to see you back from last week. I'm glad you're here. Yes, we do this. Hey, Jerry, super chat. Thank you so much. We do this every week. So, with rare exception, yesterday was an exception when I was not here live. But like I said, it's been a busy week. I have been running around. All right. Jill says 2 super chats. Was there another one? Let's see. Oh, Brooks sent a super chat. I didn't see that. Hello, Brooks. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Cool. I love all the things that Brooks is writing in the chat. He's sort of doing all these I don't know, we would call it text-based emojis. It's very, very cool. All right. And Cam says, don't forget to tap the like button. That's very true. There's a like button. And it is like right down there, I think, if you're watching on a browser. You should push that. That's a good thing. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, Jeannie says, okay, from the that's where you're from. Okay, cool. I remember you then. Very cool. You've been here very quietly. Oh, that's good. I think there are a lot of you that are here quietly, and that's okay, but this is a community. We're all hanging out here on Sunday nights, so definitely, if you can, just say hello in the chat, because that's what lets us all know we're all here. You don't have to engage everybody, but if you just say hello, it's nice to know who's watching. So, all right. Next up here, this is a song that is by Rod Stewart. May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home, and may you grow to be proud, dignified and true, and do unto others as you have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and my heart you'll always stay forever young, forever young, forever young. To heaven with a prince or a vagabond, and may you never love in vain, and your heart you will remain forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you win or lose. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young. Forever young, forever young, forever young. That is, of course, Forever Young, Rod Stewart on that one. That goes back to 1988, the year before I was born. Yep. All right. Cool. So yes, definitely following in that theme of child at heart. That is for sure. That is the same theme there, and I love the words in that song. It's just so encouraging. Very much like a lot of the songs that have been since yesterday and today, of course, in these streams. These songs are oftentimes a parental figure talking to a child, and it's always kind of encouraging and inspirational, and it should actually speak to us even today. You know, there's things that we just kind of forget as we get older, and or at least we take for granted, and we don't really cherish these words. And so there's a lot of that in these songs, and I really like that. This was kind of part of why I picked this theme. There's a lot of songs that kind of have that, and we need some encouragement and some hope. It's always good when everything around us is kind of crazy. Actually, not just kind of crazy, very crazy. It's good to have some kind of grounding, and for sure, at least for me, music is a big part of that. So I hope you all feel the same way. All right, next up here is a song that I did yesterday, and I think I want to try something different with it. This was the song that sort of inspired this theme. Harry Chapin wrote this song in the 1970s, and this is kind of a just very well-known song, kind of the pinnacle of life going by too fast, and you know, needing to stop and smell the roses because things are going to be always changing, good or bad. And part of what I do on these streams is try to find ways to play these songs, sometimes sing these songs in ways that might be different from how we all know them. And I don't know, there's techniques that I use in doing that. One of them is through sound. You can find, like this, for instance, is a piano with a guitar. I play differently when I had the sound on. Because I want to play like a guitar player would play. So it's piano with guitar. And that's one way for myself to think of something differently, is have a different sound that I'm used to, or a different key that I'm used to, because every key on piano feels different. Whereas in guitar, a lot of the keys do feel the same, because the guitar is structured in a way that you can have a shape of a chord and move that chord up and down the neck of the guitar, and it just changes the key. So it's the same feel on your left hand, but a different chord, different key. Whereas piano, it feels different. Every key has its own feel. This one, I'm going to do an F, and I'm going to try something this evening called reharmonization. And what is reharmonization? Now, harmony is everything that goes around the main melody. And that's the melody note. So, oh, that note, and that note down there are all part of the harmony of this. And so when there's a melody line, like for instance in this song, the recording that Harry Chapin did was you can change this, because it sounds kind of like this, but you can make it minor just by changing that one note in the harmony. It sounds much sadder. It's the same melody notes, just different chords, and you can completely change the feeling of something just by the chords you pick, just by the harmony, which is called reharmonizing. So there's a harmony that someone wrote with the song, and you're reharmonizing it. So I'm going to try that here. I'm going to reharmonize Cats in the Cradle for you. Maybe I'll even try a little bit of harmony with my voice as well. I hope you enjoy this. This is a take 2 this weekend of Cats in the Cradle. other day. You came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch, bills to pay. You learned to walk while I was away. He was talking for he knew it in as he grew. He said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And he walked away, but his smile never did, and said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Long since retired, my son's moved away. He called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle, and the kids have the flu. But it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. We'll get together then. We're gonna have a good time then. We're gonna have a good time then. We're gonna have a good time then. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver There you have it. That is Cats in the Cradle. And just is a very different feel, right? That whole song feels so different just because the chords I chose. It doesn't feel as sort of wistful and nostalgic as the others. So it kind of really does change everything. So when you watch me play and you wonder why sometimes these songs sound different from what you think, it's probably because I'm changing the chords of how the song you originally heard. And that's what makes it fun. That's what makes all these keys just a big sandbox, a place where you can sort of try things, experiment. You know, things are going to fail when you experiment sometimes, but things oftentimes will succeed, or you can find a way to make them succeed. And then the more you do this, the more you experiment, and as a musician and as an artist, the more you try something different and try to mess up, the more you discover the little nooks and crannies that allow you to find new pathways in creativity. So that's kind of part of what I love to do. And showing you right there, just literally taking that, and I hadn't practiced that. I just sort of went with it and think, well, that note has a lot of chords that can go with it. For instance, Cats in the Cradle, right, there's that. That's what it's written, Cats in the Cradle. You can do Cats in the Cradle. You can do Cats in the Cradle, Cats in the Cradle, Cats in the Cradle, Cats in the Cradle, Cats in the Cradle. This one's really weird. Cats in the Cradle. All over that note. So you have all those options. You just pick one and you go with it. And that's how you reharmonize something. You just slowly do that. And the more you do it, the more you your ear kind of hears the alternate paths you can take for every note. And then that's how you sort of form your own versions of things. It's creativity. This is what we do. All right. This next one was a request from Matt. I don't think I saw him in the chat, but he requested this song. I'm going to try it for you. This is not a song actually I know. It's Cat Stevens. The song is called Where Do the Children Play? And from reading the words here, it seems kind of like adults talking about when you build all this stuff, buildings and concrete and cities, where do the children get to play? It takes away their playgrounds. And so, yeah, this is a Cat Stevens song, 1970. Again, this was a request from Matt Leach. So hopefully you hear this, Matt, and here we go. Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes by taking a ride on a cosmic train, switched on summer from a slot machine. Yes, get what you want to if you want to, 'cause you can get anything. I know we've come a long way, changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play? Well, you roll on roads over fresh green grass for your lorry loads, pumping petrol gas. Make them long and you make them tough, but they go on and it seems you can't get off. I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play? sky, scrapers fill the air. But will you keep on building higher till there's no more room up there? Will you make us laugh? Will you make us cry? Will you tell us when to live, or will you tell us when to die? I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. Tell me, where do the children play? That's Where Do the Children Play? Cat Stevens. Goodness. All right. Well, I'm going to put on this camera again so you can see the other instrument. And I change over to there. So let's go back over to the Hammond and do some more over at the organ. I see here, Melissa's here. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you. I'm glad you are on a ship, on the ship's internet. Isn't that crazy? Yes. Yeah, she is on a ship out on the ocean. Yeah, so that is pretty incredible. Streaming from here in LA all the way out there. Very cool. We have on the jazz sound. Okay, let's go back to organ sound. Ooh, that's loud. All right. Hopefully this still controls my cameras. Let's see. Does it still control the cameras? I think it does. There it does. We're back on there. Cool. All right. Cool. This next one is a jazz standard, and let me put the camera back on me. There we go, jazz standard. But in the 70s, but this might be in 80s. I want to say in the 70s. Yeah, in the 70s there was a group called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and they were kind of known for doing pretty much everything. I mean, style-wise, and they're still around. The group has gone through tons of iterations, but they're still going, and they did this song that I first heard in high school, and it's one that I think Ella Fitzgerald has recorded. A bunch of singers have recorded this song, and I'm going to try their version, the Blood, Sweat, and Tears version for you, at least a quasi version of that. So they were kind of a rock jazz band of sorts, so they kind of did everything, and kind of in the same way Steely Dan, those two guys kind of pulled in studio musicians and made sort of jazz pop rock stuff, sort of fusion of the worlds, which I love. This is what all I do is fusion of the worlds here. But anyhow, this is one of those ones where it's this kind of this slow ballad. The song is called "God Bless the Child," and again, it's a sort of slow 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it goes in. They take that same chord structure and they make it into a Latin groove in the middle of the song. If you don't know, I don't know what the name of this album is actually. I could look it up, I suppose, or you could look it up. But this album, I want to say it was near the closing track of that album, I believe, toward the end. but anyway, they had a full horn section, and they opened the piece with that, and then it kind of has this slow groove, and then goes into this Latin middle section. So this is "God Bless the Child." Like I said, it's a jazz standard. It was written in 1941, but this band was just amazing how they would take that and just fly with it and make their own. So I'll read some of the words for you. It's kind of some older English stuff here, sort of vernacular. Them that's got shall get. Let's close here. Them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. Well, that's got his own. And when you got money, you got lots of friends. They're crowding around your door. When the money's gone and all your spending ends, they won't be around anymore. Rich relations may give you a crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. So I hope you enjoy this. This is the Blood, Sweat, and Tears BST version of God Bless the Child. Here we go. God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. Yes. All right. That's such a fun one. It has that groove through the middle. I just really enjoy that. It is, yeah. Again, I was in a band in high school, and we did that song all the way through. Did the Blood, Sweat, and Tears version of that song, and I played keyboard in that band. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of music in a short period of time, and me being 16, 15 probably years old, being exposed to music from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't think we had any 90s stuff. We may have had a couple 90s tunes. Of course, it was just after the 90s I was in that band. So anyhow, this next one is a favorite. The Five Stair Steps recorded this, and it's a very well-known song. So I hope you enjoy this. That's ooh, child. Things are going to get easier. Yes. All right. We have covered a lot of child at heart songs this evening. I'm going to go back over the piano, do a couple more for you, round out the evening. Okay, everything's back here. There we go. Good. Yes, so the drum machine behind me that you saw in the other camera view, that has one input for starting and stopping rhythms and playing the fills. And so there's kind of a strange way I've got set up next to me here. I have those connections going to two different, well, yes, they go into one place that splits them into two different connections so I can control the drum machine from here and from the organ. But those switchers are here, and I have to remember whenever I change instruments, I have to change the switches back to the other version every time. And then we're back. So I can control, yes, okay, cool. Control them from here. All right, this next one will not have any drums, though. This next one is just piano and guitar again. Here, there's Sue Sons here. Hi, Sue. And I think Annie and Arthur here too. Good to see you guys. How do you thumbs up? There's a thumbs up button beneath the screen on your phone or on your laptop. All right, this next song's by James Taylor. Is a young cowboy who lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft, but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? And rockabye, sweet baby James. The 1st of December was covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. The Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting. With 10 miles behind me, 10,000 more to go. 10,000 more to go. 10,000 more that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe me if it helps you to sleep. Oh, but singing works just fine for me. Good night, you moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? And rockabye, sweet baby James. And rockabye, sweet baby James. And rockabye, 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 sweet baby James. Good night, moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? And rockabye, sweet baby James. Rockabye, sweet baby James. Rockabye, rockabye, sweet baby James. I love James Taylor's music. That is just beautiful. Yes. Anyhow, that with the harmony behind me and everything, just so good. Okay, one more for you folks this evening. Let's see here. Let's do this. Oops. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh, that's not right. That's closer. There we go. Tuning. All right, cool. Yes, I see Christian's comment here. Yeah, that the yes, so this thing in front of me, I can show this to you actually. Let's see. I can go to this camera and you can see the full thing. This thing in front of me, it's just a controller. This does not make any sound at all. I can press keys on it all day, it doesn't make a sound. What it does do is it sends a signal. When I push this key, it sends to a harmonizer that I want to hear that C. So what I'm singing in the microphone here, which you can see me here on the microphone, when I sing into this and I press a key, for instance, this up here is ooh, there it is. Ooh, there. That I think it's like a ooh, ooh. It takes my voice and it duplicates it. However many times I push the keys here, I can do up to 4 keys. It takes my voice and it duplicates the audio from my voice, and it shifts the pitch of my audio from my voice to match those keys. So the computer is basically creating copies of me, and so when I hold down keys and sing, it's making copies of my voice, the things that I'm saying, and it's duplicating it for all of us to hear. So it's harmonizing my voice in real time, as if I had people behind me. I think I got up to 4, and with this, yeah, it's I really enjoy going down the octave. Go back to this camera here, so I can show you. So this here. Ooh, hear that octave down below me, down there. Ooh, there's a full chord. Oh, yeah. So with that and with reverb like this, ooh, ooh, ooh. Get some really cool effects that way. So that's kind of how that is. This again, this is just a controller. It doesn't send any. It doesn't create any sound by itself. It just tells the computer to make sound. But I love it, and it's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I brought it out last week, and we got it going. So, anyhow, I think it's this is the next one. I'm not positive on this, but. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This next one this is the final one for the evening. This is a Phil Collins song. And let's see, let me find my thing here. This was part of a movie in my childhood, the late 90s. The movie was Tarzan. And this is not so much, about being a child at heart, but it's kind of speaking to the child in all of us. And I'm trying to imagine, I think he probably was writing this for he was for the movie, but I'm sure he probably was thinking of his son, who is now a fantastic drummer in his own right. But yes, so this is, movie was Tarzan. They've made a musical out of this as well, actually. But anyhow, this was 1999. I was 10 years old. And the whole soundtrack of this film was fantastic. It's all Phil Collins songs and all the drumming stuff he was doing. It's so cool. But I think this kind of was the biggest hit from that. So I'm going to try it for you here to close out the evening. This is called You'll Be in My Heart. And it's, again, beautiful words. As Phil Collins always writes great melodies, too. I hope you enjoy this. This is, again, You'll Be in My Heart. The words are fantastic. Just take my hand, hold it tight. This bond protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. 'Cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. You'll be in my heart. No matter what they say, you'll be here in my heart always. Why can't they understand the way we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. And you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. Don't mislead them, 'cause what do they know? They need each other to have and hold. They'll see in time. I know. When destiny calls you, you must be strong. I may not be with you, but you got to hold on. They'll see in time. I know. We'll show them together, 'cause you'll be in my heart. Believe me, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. Oh, you'll be in my heart. No matter what they say, you'll be here in my heart. Always. Always. I'll be with you. I'll be there for you always. Always and always. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there for you always. Always and always. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there always. All right, folks, that has been Spontaneous Sunday. I hope you have all found your inner child at heart. Goodness, it is such a blessing to be able to do this for you all and share this every week. I just appreciate every last one of you. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the support, all the applause. Thank you so much. It is so much fun to do this for you, and just so grateful all around. So I'll be back again next Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Last week I sang you off. I should do this again. It was kind of fun, actually. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next Sunday. The end music here is going to be a little bit of a surprise, so you're going to hear some voices you recognize. But remember, we talked earlier about reharmonizing, so it's me playing with some very famous voices from a very famous recording. So copyrights, I'm so sorry. It's going to be what it is. But hope you enjoy this last one, and have a good night, and I'll see you next Sunday.